Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are in good condition and I hope you are stay at home and stay healthy during this pandemic. I'm Adi Widyana and in this video we will discuss about educational system in Indonesia, include its quality, facts, and problem of educational system in Indonesia. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. My friends, education system in Indonesia, which start from colonialism, still developed until now. All of our education system guided by Article number 31 of 1945 Constitution. For more detailed version, education system regulated in the Law number 20 of 2003 concerning of national education system and the Government Regulation number 17 of 2010 concerning of education management and implementation. There are many levels of education in nation education that are adjusted to the age of the students. There are many types of education to choose from according to your talents, abilities, and condition. And the government of Indonesia commit to education system marked by allocated 20% of state budget for education. And in Indonesia, curriculum change is a government effort to improve education and adapt it to the times. Organizing various types of education, providing various types of financing, improving educational facilities, and making change to the curriculum are the government effort so that all Indonesians get an education. However, in reality, the quality of education in Indonesia is currently very concerning. This is evidenced by UNESCO data in 2000 regarding the ranking of the Human Development Index, namely the composition of the ranking of educational attainment, health, and income per head. The data shows that Indonesia's Human Development Index is decreasing. Among 174 countries in the world, Indonesia ranks 102nd in 1996, 19th in 1997, 105th in 1998, and 109th in 1999. According to the survey by political and economic risk consultant, the quality of education in Indonesia is ranked 12th out of 12 countries in Asia. Data report the World Economic Forum Sweden in 2000 shows that Indonesia has low competitiveness, which is only 37 out of 57 countries surveyed in the world. From this data, it can be said that the level of education in Indonesia is still undertreated. Based on this data, it can be concluded that education in Indonesia is still far from ideal, where the ideal education is education that meets several criteria such as age-appropriate education according to the capacity of students' ability to receive, education that's given gradually to students, adequate facilities, and teaching staff. Age-appropriate education means a learning process in which the material given to student is age-appropriate. For example, junior high school students are no longer suitable to be taught the addition of tens or even units, because they should already understand because they have been taught since kindergarten. On the other hand, elementary school children are also less suitable if taught biology lessons that discuss the reproductive process in human because they are considered not to understand the problem and dangerous if misused. My friends, education in Indonesia is in fact different from ideal educational condition. The condition of education in Indonesia, there are still many deficiencies that are not accordance with the ideal educational condition that everyone wants. Okay, these are some facts about education in Indonesia, such as the first is the number of teachers with a bachelor's degrees increase every year, but their competence is not satisfactory. Okay, from the data, the number of teachers holding a bachelor degree at least strata 1 or D4 shows an increase in the 2015 and 2016 academic year. The number of teachers with undergraduate degrees was 84.86%, while in 2006 and 2017 the figure rose to 88.29%. Even though many teachers have earned degrees in higher education, in fact, the competence of teachers still needs to be addressed. The 2017 National Education Account data notes the average value of the teacher competency test is still below 60 on a scale of 0 to 100. Only at the SMA level, the level average UKG score reached its 61.74. This condition needs attention so that the quality of teachers in educating students is increasing. Next, second, mutual curriculum. Data from the Ministry of Education and Culture records that there are 11 curricula that have been used in the world of education in the country, which is from study plan until curriculum of 2015. And third, children under 7 years might go to school. Next, inadequate educational facilities, especially in remote areas. And next, many children do not continue their studies because of the economy. And last, the number of schools and libraries in each school is increasing, but it is still far from enough. My friends, education in Indonesia is still far from perfect. There are still many educational problems that have not been resolved by the Indonesian government to date. It is these education problems that make the quality of education in Indonesia still low compared to other neighboring countries, such as first, high cost of education. UNICEF data in 2016 showed that 2.5 million Indonesian children were unable to enjoy further education, namely 600,000 elementary school children and 1.9 million junior high school children. The high cost of education is the first problem faced by people who are below the poverty line, and often children who are below the poverty line of their schools will be neglected because their parents cannot afford school fees and are more concerned with the needs of their daily lives. And second, low of textbooks. And third, the distance from the students to the school is very far, especially in remote areas. And next, the low quality of education. My friends, the main problem that caused the low quality of education in Indonesia is the inadequate competence of educators. From 2012 to 2015, as many as 1.3 million of the 1.6 million teachers who took the Teachers Competency Test or UKG, which is measure competency is in managing learning and understanding of the subject being taught, did not even reach the minimum score. And next, the problem is an inadequate learning facilities. My friends, the funds disbursed by the Indonesian government for education are very large, reaching 20% of the state budget or APBN. However, such large funds have not been able to spread to all corners of the country, especially in remote areas. There are still many learning facilities that are not suitable for use. Okay, from all the problems above, it shows that since the independence of the Republic of Indonesia until now, the condition of education in Indonesia is still very alarming. From the current state of of Indonesian education, what the government can do make Indonesian education better include the first, increase supervision. My friends, the government must increase supervision of schools related to the admission of new students so that they are in accordance with the provisions about age and other requirements. And second, increase the level of community. Increase the level of community welfare so that children in rural areas can also attend school. Next, leveling out the development. Leveling out the development of school infrastructure not only in cities but in remote areas is also a concern. Next, improve the quality of teaching staff. Improve the quality of teaching staff so that the result of their students will be more optimal. For example, providing high school student fees for educators or others. Next, tighten supervision. Tighten supervision of the distribution of education funds that are distributed to schools so that they are right or on target. Next, increase teaching materials. Increase teaching material or textbooks so that students have adequate learning media, especially for less fortunate people. Next, give appreciation. Give appreciation to students or teachers who excel, either in the form of financial or other awards to motivate teachers and students in teaching and learning process. Okay, my friends, in relation to the national education system, the government, in this case, the Ministry of Education and Culture has the most important role. The government in national education has made maximum efforts to improve the quality of the national education system, starting from the beginning of independence until now. However, until now, the education system in Indonesia is still far from ideal, because there is no equal distribution of education in all regions of Indonesia. Inequality of national development is one of main causes of inequality in the quality of education in Indonesia. It is undeniable because the best territory of education with the uneven distribution of the population to all islands in Indonesia cause such as a wide difference between one region and another. The government, in terms of improving national education, the first and foremost thing that must be done in equitable distribution of infrastructure development in the territory of Indonesia, besides improving the quality of educators in Indonesia. Nevertheless, the participation of all components here is very necessary, but for increasing the ability of educators, infrastructure, and the quality of students. For that, my friends, let's together build national education, because community participation is important in addition to the important role of the government in improving the national education system in Indonesia. Okay, my friends, I think that's all about our discussion today. And thank you for watching. Don't forget like, subscribe, and share my video. Goodbye.